Hi guys, how you doing? So I'm back for another video, and today we're going to be talking about test classification. And I'm actually here at Scrabble Tower, if you can see that. And over here, it's going towards Belfast. Over here you've got the Ards Peninsula, so it's a very nice area. You've got Cumber over here, Newton Arts here, and right down towards the likes of Portaferry. So if you're not from Northern Ireland, you probably don't know where these places are, but hey, I like to bring you with me when I'm going hiking and exploring. So test classification, why do you need it? What is it? Well, basically, when you're writing your tests, typically your tests fall into three categories. Quick tests that run pretty fast, like a unit test, just a class, no frameworks. You have medium tests that maybe take a little while to run, and maybe you're instantiating or loading up the Spring context. And then you have large tests, so tests that take a long time. That's the likes of an integration test. And maybe you want to run all your quick tests first, then all your medium tests, then all your slow tests. So you get instant feedback and you're not running all the slow tests and going right to the end and then realizing, okay, the quick test failed. So you got some delayed feedback there. So what you can do is annotate your tests with slow test, medium test, or large test. And that way you can say, let's run all the quick tests first, and let's run all the medium second, and let's run all the large tests last. And of course you can do this with your CI/CD tool you're using, so the likes of Bamboo. You can kick this off as a maven-surefire-plugin task in your build, or you can use the likes of Jenkins if you're going open source that way too. Or you could run these actually all in parallel, so that's another option. So guys, I hope you enjoy this. It's probably going to be a quick video. But yeah, enjoy the views here before I let you go, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Oh, and if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel and let me know what you want. You know, the channel's growing. What do you want to see? What do you want from these videos? Hi guys, how you doing? So today in this tutorial, I'm going to be using JUnit Categories, and that's going to allow you to categorize your tests, so your JUnit tests, with slow test, medium test, and fast test. And then in your CI/CD pipeline, you can run them tasks in order. So you can run all your fast tests first, see if they fail, then I'll run all your medium tests, and then run all your slow tests. So that's basically, you don't want to run all your slow tests first, and then once they complete, then you notice that a very quick JUnit fails. So you want to get quicker feedback in your CI/CD pipeline, and it's a nice feature to have. Or of course you can run these all in parallel. So let's go ahead and get started and actually start coding this. So it's going to be a very quick tutorial. So the first thing you want to do is open up your POM. I'm using a Spring Boot POM here, of course, and what you see here is I have the Spring Boot starter test. So that's going to bring down JUnit for us and whatnot. And you'll notice here that I have one class that's in a source test Java, and it's called application test. And this is going to be our dummy test, just to show you guys how easy it is to categorize your tests at a test method level or at a test class level. So as you can see here, I have three tests. One that takes a short time, so that's 10 milliseconds. One that takes a medium time, which is 2 seconds. And one that takes a long time to execute, which is 10 seconds. So this could be, you know, a very small JUnit test for your short time and medium time. It could be something that maybe loads a Spring context, loads a lot of beans, then tests something else. And a long time to execute, maybe that would be an integration test or something that's a little bit longer. Maybe it loads up some kind of driver. So what we want to do is go ahead and start categorizing our tests. So if we go back to our POM, we want to go down to the build and inside the plugins. And inside the plugin, we need to add the maven-surefire plugin. So I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste that in. So in plugins, I'm going to paste that in. And in here, you'll see I have groups, test case, .groups, and that's a property. Well, what we want to do is we want to set that property based on our profile. So this allows us to specify a profile that we're going to run when we're using Maven, and it's going to execute them tests for us. So you'll notice that I have three annotations. So I have, three interfaces. Blank ones. One's called FastTest, the next is MediumTest, and this is SlowTest. So these are going to be our markers that we're going to use when we use the @category annotation, which I will explain in a second. So if we go back to our Surefire JUnit demo, let's go ahead and create the profiles. which we're going to execute when we run our Maven. So as you see here, I have SlowTests, MediumTests, and FastTests, and that points to com start surefire SlowTest, which is the package name and the class that I just brought up. So when we specify SlowTests, this property, testcase.groups, is going to get substituted into our groups. So it's going to look to execute all tests that are slow tests. So how do we do that? How do we tell that our tests are slow tests? Well, if you go back into the application test, there's an annotation, and it's called category. So we're going to say categories, and we're going to open that up, and we're going to write in here test that takes a short time to execute. So that's going to be a fast test because it takes a short time. So you're going to bring in fasttest.class, and you're going to save that. And of course, we're going to just bring these down. So we're going to change this one to medium test because it takes a medium amount of time. And the one that takes a long time to execute, of course, it's going to be a slow test. So once that's done, you can go ahead and right click. We're going to do a Maven build. So Maven update project, sorry, not a Maven build, a Maven update project. Make sure we bring down any of our plugins or any of our dependencies. And once that's done, you're going to bring up and you're going to open up a new configuration, and you want to open it up in the Maven build. And what you want to do is type in test. So we're going to run test, and we're going to run it against our project, and you specify the profile that you want. So if we want to run all fast tests, which is going to be tests that takes a short time to execute, let's click run. So of course it's going to bring down any of our dependencies, our jars, to the standard Maven stuff, and then it's going to execute only one test for us, which is going to be this test. So as you see, test run once. It took 0.003, so that's great. And now what we can do is say, okay, let's run our slow tests. Click apply, click run. So this one should take around 10 seconds, so bear with me here when it loads up. So now you can see that you're telling it which tests to run. It doesn't just run everything as you normally would when you run your tests. So it's a great way to classify your tests, so you can specify the order in which they can run. Now you can do this at the test level here, or you can do it actually on the class level. So that's a wee quick tutorial. I hope you guys enjoy that, and you can imagine how useful this is if you have a huge application suite with loads of tests. Maybe you want to run only certain portions of them in certain different categories. Well, you can start adding these categories to run maybe regression tests all together with certain fast tests or slow tests, or maybe a smoke test, or maybe a core flow test throughout your system. So it's a really nice way to do all that. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Channel's growing. I really enjoy making these videos, and just tell me what you want and I'll keep on producing them. So thank you very much and have a great day.